fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kentucky Wildcats. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the first crack at it here. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Hendricks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming after it. Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's knocked down. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed.
And he breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Power football with the run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Defense in press coverage. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll give it to the back.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up with a 1st and goal.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering what...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. It's a much-needed life in this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout call. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Catch in the middle. It's Van. Snowed under by the defense. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Van.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 18 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Catch in the middle, it's Van. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move to his left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Green. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to run it. That's the 20. He's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Feeling some heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Jayhawks are marching down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Hendricks.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Fighting off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Van. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll try to tack on one more. bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 32 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've... The unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The Wildcats are flying down the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grab near the sticks. It's Keller.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,